What's up, everybody? Joe White here. And I'm sitting around bored. I'm here in Vegas. Well, Henderson, Nevada. It's south of Vegas. Way off the strip. About 40 miles off the strip. I'm sitting here thinking, I wrote shit down. Look at this. Probably can't see it. Look at my chicken scratch there. I did some fantasy booking. If you don't like fantasy booking, go ahead and turn it off now. But I enjoy sometimes just sitting around thinking of crap. Because I really have nothing else to do while I'm driving or while I'm sitting here. So I'm going to book AEW Double or Nothing. Now, granted, this is the card. We've manufactured the builds to these matches. Everybody's done cut promos, and there's been, angles, etc., etc. And I'll go through some of them leading up to it. The first match that came to mind, obviously, MJF versus Wardlow. Maybe you have, leading up to this, of course, you're going to have Wardlow versus Shawn Spears. Punk is finally going to come out and help Wardlow one of these times when the Pinnacle starts coming to it. So you have Wardlow and Punk versus FTR. Good match. And then it gets down to Wardlow versus MJF. And everybody's banned from ringside during this. MJF can afford to lose this match because, yes, I know he just lost the dog collar match, but he's MJF. He's an annoying little prick that always has something up his sleeve, so he can afford to lose here. Wardlow's going to go over, new stars made. Wardlow's going to go on to be in the Owen Hart tournament. I'm not booking the Owen Hart tournament. I'm going to be booking something else here in a minute. So Wardlow goes over, bam, he's made. Is it hard to believe that MJF can fucking make somebody? God damn, how good is he? Hangman Page versus Cole Part 2. This is going to build up for something. Hangman's going to go over with the Bucks' help. All this is building towards splitting up the Elite. You're going to have Cole and Red Dragon, Young Buck, or Hangman and the Young Bucks. Maybe a couple more join these two. I don't know. I'm kind of building up for blood and guts with these three, or not even blood and guts, just a 6-man between the six of them. After Punk helps Wardlow win his match, Punk is going to come out the following week, and he's now separated himself for MJF. I made him lose twice. He's lost to I lost to him twice. He's lost to me twice. We're even. Bye. You can always come back to that for the rubber match. A year down the line for the title. Not booking that today, but MJF is going to be champion, I think, probably at Full Gear. I would not be surprised, because Hangman does not need the belt going into this Elite versus Elite feud. Neither does Cole. So, Hangman's going to lose it to MJF. Punk is going to come out and go, I've separated myself from MJF. I don't need to prove another thing to that prick. The Second City Saint came back and beat him twice. And all of a sudden, boom, boom, Colt Cabana, boom, that music hits, and everybody's, oh, shit, here comes Cabana. He comes to the ring. And it's going to be babyface versus babyface, because Colt Cabana is going to be like, man, you're not the Second City Saint. We were the Second City Saints. But after what you did to me in court, after stiffing me with the legal bills, yes, we won our case, but you stiffed me with those legal bills that I've been having to go fly all over the world. I've been missing from AEW TV. I had to go overseas to make money to pay. Here it is years later, I'm still paying off these legal bills that you promised to pay for. And you went back on your promise. Maybe everybody's healing Punk after all this, because it's true. We're going to do the good friends, better enemies type thing. These two are going to have an absolute fucking barn burner. They're going to go to a 30-minute draw. They're going to shake hands afterwards, because after all, this is professional wrestling, and you may not like each other, but you can damn sure work together to make money. Blue Meanie and JBL, prime example. So, they're the Second City Saints, and they're going to go ahead and down the line and face Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Not on this pay-per-view, but before the other thing that happens. And maybe they win, maybe they don't, but that's for another day. Can you imagine that? Punk and Cabana. Cabana's going to distance himself for the Dark Order versus Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. That right there, just, I don't know. Keith Lee versus Brody King versus Powerhouse Hobbs versus Jeff Cobb. We're going to have a good old-fashioned Hoss battle here. I hate the term Hoss. I don't like using it. I much prefer the term super heavyweight. So we're going to have a super heavyweight battle. Number one contender for the TNT title. So now we're setting up. Scorpio Sky is going to have to defend this title against a big man. And it's going to be good, because Scorpio can work. And I put over Keith Lee here. Keith Lee's been on a tear. So you're going to have Keith Lee versus Scorpio Sky TNT title maybe a couple weeks down the line. Who knows who wins it? I'm not booking that far ahead. But Keith Lee's going to win. That right there. Jeff Cobb's going to come in, be a total freaking freak, and he's going to disappear. This is a one-night only thing for Cobb so far. Maybe he comes back. But New Japan Pro Wrestling and AEW have kind of had that working relationship. Jeff Cobb's going to come in. And I love me some Jeff Cobb. But Jay Lee, okay, this one. This one has me fucking laughing because I could totally see it. They've been building up Hook for months and now on Rampage. Let him finally have a match on Dynamite, a few matches on Dynamite. Let him run through people. And then finally it's going to be the man who has been in the business for years. The man's won titles all over. He's pretty much one of the pillars of Ring of Honor. And I'm talking about Jay Lethal. You're going to get Jay Lethal versus Hook on Double or Nothing. Maybe it's on the pre-show, but you got to put Hook over. Oh, I have a new message. I wonder what that could be. Anyway, I'll check it in a minute. Actually, let me check it right now. Hold on, guys. Okay, so as I was saying, Jay Lethal versus Hook. Maybe Jay Lethal is the heel in this, because everybody loves Hook. And, man, you've been on a tear lately, young buck. But one of us has got to put, an old-timer like me, a veteran like me, we got to put you in your place. We got to show you that there's going to come a time where you come up against somebody that you can't just suplex over and over and over and win. It's going to be a barn burner, and fucking Hook is going to win. Jericho and Hager come out one night. We're sports entertainers and blah, blah, blah. Sports entertainers. And I'm making a change right now. We're sports entertainers. We beat professional wrestlers. All of a sudden, da 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 da. Moxley and Daniels come out, and these two go, "Yo, you beat up professional wrestlers, huh? Well, guess what we are? We're and Regal's gonna cut the promo. You beat up professional wrestlers. Well, guess what, Sunshine? I got a couple professional wrestlers right here. So why not at Double or Nothing, you sports entertainers, you little toe rags, you little Johnny-come-latelys, Jericho, why don't you two, sports entertain us while these wrestlers are kicking your heads in?" Boom! There you go. Good feud right there. And this right here is going to go fucking... Oh, man. I so badly want to put this to a draw, but I'm going to go ahead and put... Did I say who... Okay, let me restart this. sitting here looking. It's Jericho and Daniel Garcia. Did I say Jericho and Garcia? It's going to be Jericho and Daniel Garcia versus Moxley and Daniels. It's going to be a barn burner. I'm going to give it to Moxley and Danielson. And, of course, Daniel Garcia is going to take the pin. As far as the women goes, Britt Baker's going to go up against Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter's finally going to turn on her. You know, I'm only with you for the money. Now that you're champion, the money's dried up, and turns on her. And they're going to go... Britt Baker's going to win. Britt Baker's going to win that. Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's title is going to face Ruby Riott. Rosa's going to win. Chris Statlander versus Jade Cargill for the TBS title on the pre-show. This is going to go to a draw. Cargill doesn't lose, but yet Statlander can push her to her limit. Paige Van Zandt versus Ty Conte. Paige Van Zandt's going to go over. So there's your women's matches. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus are going to come out sometime either on the pre-show, probably the pre-show, or the pay-per-view, and they're going to announce that a tag team tournament's going to come up. And that's what I'll be booking. That's my little holy crap booking. But there's your pay-per-view, again, from top to bottom. Match order, you could pepper the women's matches in there, maybe every other match, but that's your main event right there, or your Double or Nothing pay-per-view, and I like it. You know, you can have the Kings of the Black Throne come out with Brody King and then go in the back. You could dim the lights during that match, and all of a sudden, Black pops up and mists Hobbs, which leads to Keith Lee maybe hitting his move on Cobb, and Cobb loses and goes back to New Japan, or, you know, maybe he mists Cobb, which causes Cobb to maybe not take the pinfall. There's a lot of places you could go. Daniel Garcia versus Mox and Danielson is going to be match of the night. Or Daniel Garcia and Jericho versus Mox and Daniel. I don't know why I keep getting caught up on that. So now, AEW Tag Team Tournament is announced. Winners of the tournament face Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. No, this doesn't take place in any particular time frame. This can happen next year. This can happen whenever you want it to happen. This can happen leading into Full Gear. Okay. Side number 1. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I booked a lot of teams for this. Hold on. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 team tournament. How's this going to work? I'll tell you. I may have this off, but try to follow the bouncing ball. Match number 1. Got to have some squashes in here. Bear Country is... I'm laughing at myself because this is just preposterous, but Bear Country is going to face Okada and Robbie Eagles. And of course, Eagles and Okada are going to go over. You're going to get chaos in here. As I adjust my fan. So Okada and Eagles are going over. Sting and Darby Allin are going to go up against Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews, and Black and Buddy are going to win that. I like that. I like that team name, Black and Buddy. I like that team name. It's a good team name, Black and Buddy. Okay, here's another one. Colt Cabana and CM Punk. Now, I got to set this up. And this harkens back. AEW does shit. They can even roll back the footage. The best friends are a part of chaos. Remember this. Because Cabana and Punk are going to go up against Danhausen and Toriano. We're bringing Yano over to team with Danhausen. Let's say, and comedy with Punk. Maybe Cabana does comedy. Yano does comedy. Danhausen does comedy. Punk maybe even comes out of a shell and he acts as either the only serious one or maybe he does a little comedy as well. Punk can be a funny motherfucker. But Cabana and Punk are going to go over. Evil Uno and Stu Grayson are going to go up against Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Sky and Paige are going to win that one. 2.0, which that's not their name anymore, but that's how I'm going to refer to them. 2.0 are going to go up against the Gun Club, and 2.0 are going to win. The Bucks and FTR, they're going to go to a draw, which means the winner of the next match gets a bye, and that's the Varsity Blondes versus the Butcher and the Blade. Blondes are going, they're going to get a bye. Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Yuta are going to face Mox and Danielson. Wheeler finally turns in this match, joins Mox and Danielson. William Regal finally welcomes them into the faction. Mox and Danielson are going to win. The Gorillas of Destiny are going to come in, and they're going to face Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. Wow. I'm laughing at myself, and I was so serious when I wrote this. I'm like, this is going to be fucking great. Now I'm doing it. Gonna get a New Japan match here. The Gorillas of Destiny, the Bullet Club versus Suzuki Gun. Sabre and Suzuki are going to win this. Red Dragon versus Kazarian and Christian Cage. Red Dragon's going over. That sets up the following. Follow the bouncing ball here. Black and Buddy versus hold on here. Okay. Black and Buddy versus Colt Cabana and CM Punk. Or no, excuse me. Sorry, I can't read my own writing. This leads into Eagles and Okada versus Malachi Black and Buddy Murphy. Barn burner. I'm sorry. Anywhere in America, that's a barn burner. Buddy Black is going to come in and missed Okada. Eagles is going to take the pin here. Black and Buddy advance. CM Punk and Colt Cabana versus Paige and Sky. Good match. Punk and Cabana are going to go over. 2.0 versus the Varsity Blondes that just got a bye. 2.0 goes over. Moxley and Danielson are going to go. Wow. Moxley and Bryan Danielson are going to face Zack Sabre and Minoru Suzuki. Wow. Wow. Mox and Dan go over. Red Dragon. Did I have Red Dragon on this? Did I say Red Dragon won a match? I don't think I did. Did I? Yeah, I did. They're going to go up against Kazarian and Christian Cage. Okay. And Red Dragon's going to win. So, that actually is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I missed one. Sorry, guys. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 18 teams. Okay, so Red Dragon versus Black and Buddy. Red Dragon's going over. Maybe we do something where Black goes to do the mist. One to either, Fish or O'Reilly. Let's say Fish. Fish ducks. Buddy Murphy happens to be behind him. Gets the mist. Dragon wins high-low. There you go. This lead is going to lead to... We're going to shuffle the grid now because AEW likes to do this. We're going into the semifinals. We're going to shuffle them. We're going to kind of flip-flop the brackets here to keep the teams on their toes. This is going to lead to Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews versus Colt Cabana and CM Punk. That is going to be a double countout. Those two teams are gone, which leads to two teams now. You got 2.0. Let's say 2.0 versus the ball. You got 4 teams now with that. 2.0, Moxley and Danielson, Red Dragon, the Varsity Blondes. 2.0 is going to go up against Moxley and Danielson. Moxley and Danielson are going to win. Red Dragon is going to go up against the Varsity Blondes. And Red Dragon's going to win that one. I had the Blondes going over, but you know what? Let's have the Blondes. I'm going to go with my original plan. The Blondes are going to go over. So you're going to have Moxley and Danielson versus the Varsity Blondes. Now, my firm belief is tournaments like this, you got the Owen Hart tournament coming up. Maybe they named this the Rock and Roll Express tournament. And tournaments like that, like the King of the Ring, Owen Hart tournament, this tournament, the Rock and Roll Express Memorial Cup, if you will, that should be to elevate a team. It should be to elevate a person. Unfortunately, King of the Ring didn't work all the time. See Mabel, Billy Gunn, and there you go. But more often than not, Triple H, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Edge. Maybe not Edge right away, but those tournaments. You should win a tournament with you should have a young guy, up and comer, win it. Or an up and coming team in this case. You give the Blondes the win here. I don't know how. Maybe they go to a damn 30-minute draw, and Khan comes out and goes, no, sudden death, the yada yada yada, and the Blondes pin, one of the Blondes, Brian Pillman Jr. pins John Moxley. So there you go. The Blondes are going to win this tournament. The Blondes are going to get a bye, and it's because of that bye with the Black and Murphy, or the Bucks and FTR going to a damn draw. They're going to beat the hell out of each other. Hopefully you followed the bouncing ball the last 23 minutes. Remember, if you see a big rig on the road, let us over if we need to get over. Do not tailgate us. Do not follow close behind us. Remember, we can't stop these things on a dime like you can in your car. If you can't see our mirrors, we can't see you, and we'll see you down the road.